What's up guys, it's Rowan here from ATAR Smart TV. And one of the things I often get asked is, what's the difference between an average student and a top performing student? And I want to share with you the two key things I've seen in over a decade working with thousands of students across Australia. Now the first real difference between an average student and a top performing student is that it's got nothing to do with IQ. That's right, it's no innate ability. The global research shows that performance has got nothing to do with IQ. That's right, there's no correlation. What they do identify is a couple of other factors. Something called deliberate practice, and then the quality of teachers, tutors, and mentors that you might have around you, and then finally, your broader environment. So the first difference is it's nothing to do with IQ. But then what is the difference? Well, the difference comes down to, in my mind, two really key things. The first is consistency. Top performing students work consistently. They know that it's not an equation of doing nothing and then all of a sudden doing a whole lot of cramming and getting results. So they work consistently day in, day out over time. Now what this creates is a compound effect, such that as they get closer to exams in year 12, they're doing incredibly well because they've built an amazingly strong foundation. So are you working consistently? If you're not, that's going to be one of the things I'm going to encourage and challenge you to work on to step up and become a top performer. Now the second thing I think that plays a really huge role as well is that top performing students are not scared of feedback. In fact, they actively seek it. Now the way we work as human beings is that we often are scared of feedback because it can hurt our feelings, it can hurt our precious ego. But top performing students are always seeking feedback. They're always asking for essays to be marked, they're always asking their teachers and their tutors and their mentors for what they can do better. And then they're not just sitting on their laurels and taking the feedback, they're then actively working on it to improve. So are you actively asking for feedback? And then are you actually actively working on that feedback that you're given? It's a really, really critical thing, but the frequency that you can ask feedback is going to be more powerful because it's going to close your feedback loop and help you learn quicker. So, in conclusion, IQ, innate ability, how smart you think you are has nothing to do with whether or not you're going to be an average or top performer. But the key difference between average and top performers is number one, consistency. How consistent are you? And number two, it's how much feedback you're asking for actively. How much feedback are you asking for? So, guys, if you have any questions, leave a comment below. I'd love to help and support you on your journey. Secondly, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell for notifications on videos. We're bringing them to you every single week. I'll see you next week.